Some players are born talented, others are made through hard work. But Luka Modrić, he's the perfect mix of both. From war-torn Croatia to Ballon d'Or glory, Modric's journey is nothing short of legendary. How did this small, overlooked kid become one of the greatest midfielders of all time? What makes him so unique? And at 39 years old, is this his final dance? This is the story of Luka Modrić. Before he was a global superstar, Luka Modrić was just a small boy growing up in war-torn Croatia. Born on September 9, 1985 in Zadar, his childhood was shaped by tragedy. When he was just 6 years old, the Croatian War of Independence began, forcing his family to flee their home. His grandfather, Luka Modrić Sr., was a shepherd and a respected elder in their village. But in 1991, he was executed by Serbian forces. This was Luka's first experience with loss, something no child should ever have to endure. His family became refugees, living in a cramped hotel in Zadar for nearly a decade. The war raged on outside, with bombings and gunfire becoming part of daily life. But even in the harshest of conditions, Luka found one escape: football. He would kick a ball in the hotel parking lot for hours, perfecting his touch, unaware that this simple act of joy would shape his future. Despite his love for the game, he was constantly doubted. Coaches and scouts told him he was too small, too weak, not physical enough for football. But his relentless determination and technical ability caught the eye of Tomislav Basic, a local coach who became a mentor to the young Luka. Basic believed in him when no one else did, pushing him to join the Dinamo Zagreb Youth Academy, despite the doubts. When Modrić joined Dinamo Zagreb's academy in 2000, he was still seen as an underdog. His small stature made many question whether he could compete at the professional level. But what he lacked in physicality, he made up for with intelligence, movement, and an extraordinary first touch. He was loaned out to Bosnian club Zrinski Mostar in 2003, a league known for its aggressive, rough style of play. Most young players would have struggled, but Modrić thrived. He wasn't just surviving, he was dominating, winning the league's Player of the Year award at just 18 years old. This was the moment he proved he could handle physical football. After another successful loan spell at Inter Zapršić, Modrić returned to Dinamo Zagreb as a first-team player. From 2003 to 2008, he controlled games from midfield, winning multiple league titles and being named Croatian Footballer of the Year. His performances didn't just make him the best player in the country, they made him impossible to ignore. In 2008, Luka Modrić made his long-awaited move to a major European league, signing for Tottenham Hotspur for £16.5 million. But English football was different.
It is Ronaldo! It's Iniesta!
It's Lampard! It was fast, aggressive, and physical. Everything people said he couldn't handle. And at first it seemed like they were right. His early months at Spurs were tough. He struggled with the league's intensity, and English pundits quickly wrote him off as too lightweight for the Premier League. But once again, Modrić did what he had always done. He adapted. Under manager Harry Redknapp, he was moved from an advanced midfield role to a deeper playmaking position, where his vision and control of the game could shine. By his second season, he was the heartbeat of Tottenham's midfield. He dictated play, resisted pressure, and pulled the strings in attack. Spurs qualified for the Champions League for the first time in their history, with Modrić leading the charge. His performances in the Champions League, particularly against teams like Inter Milan and AC Milan, proved he was world-class. His ability to control tempo, pick out passes, and dictate play made him one of the best midfielders in Europe. The world was watching now, and so was Real Madrid. In 2012, Luka Modrić made the biggest move of his career, joining Real Madrid for €35 million. But his dream move started as a nightmare. He struggled to adapt, and Spanish media even voted him the worst signing of the season. Critics claimed he wasn't good enough to replace legends like Xabi Alonso. But Modrić never gives up. Slowly he found his rhythm, forming a world-class partnership with Alonso. And then in 2014 came his first defining moment: a Champions League final against Atletico Madrid. With Madrid trailing 1-0 in the 93rd minute, Modrić delivered a perfect corner for Sergio Ramos to score the equalizer. Real Madrid went on to win La Decima, their long-awaited 10th Champions League trophy. From that moment, Modrić became untouchable. Over the next 5 years, Real Madrid dominated Europe, winning 4 Champions League titles with Modrić at the heart of everything. His playing style evolved. He wasn't just a deep-lying playmaker, he became the ultimate box-to-box midfielder, covering every blade of grass, defending, creating, and controlling the tempo of matches. In 2018, Modrić reached his footballing peak. He led Croatia to the World Cup final against all odds, a nation of just 4 million people competing against giants. He ran the show against Argentina, England, and Russia, winning the Golden Ball as the tournament's best player. Later that year, he achieved the impossible. He won the Ballon d'Or, breaking the decade-long Messi-Ronaldo duopoly. It was a recognition of his brilliance, proving that midfielders could still be recognized as the world's best. Fast forward to today. Luka Modrić is still playing at the highest level at 39 years old, but how much longer can he keep going? Will he retire at Real Madrid, or will he chase one final adventure in Saudi Arabia or the MLS? No matter what happens next, one thing is clear. Luka Modrić is one of the greatest midfielders of all time. His legacy is already written. But what do you think? Where does Modrić rank among the greatest midfielders of all time? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know if you want more videos like this.